What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Yellow Path. I am back today again with Lamar, and today we're going to be talking about the NBA playoffs. So the first round's almost to completion. We have a couple teams going into the next round. So far, Boston and Toronto are obviously in. The Miami Heat are in as well too. So we want to get your thoughts on it in the comment section below. Make sure you leave us in that. Make sure you also go follow Lamar on Instagram and follow me on Instagram as well too. And Lamar, okay, let me get your thoughts first of all on everything going on in the East in the first round of the playoffs.
Um, yeah, it's boring. In all honesty, I legit. Yes. So like I'm looking at my bracket. Um, so like I picked in four, but Orlando took game one. But it's like I wasn't really phased by that. But but Boston. I picked Miami to win in six because I thought Indiana would put up more of a fight, but they got swept. And I picked Toronto to win in five, and they swept the team. So I was like, oh, and 100 bench points, like. Yeah, so I think the first round is just like it's just practice on it.
So you have no thoughts on like anything. You're not gonna give the Magic praise for getting a W really in their first game.
Orlando, no, I give them credit because like I mean they beat us in game one like last year, and then look what happened. Won the championship, and then their star player went to another country. So I mean, who knows? That could happen to Milwaukee.
Are
Never
you
know.
are you predicting that the Bucks are making it to the finals this year?
Bucks are going to the finals. They've been exposed on countless occasions, and it's like yeah they're winning because it's Magic. Like Magic's a good defensive team and everything, but like when Isaac's not playing, um, and that's a piece for them not like difference against but yeah I really don't. The first round was boring. NBA boring.
Okay, so that's very little. I expected a lot more from Lamar here, his opinion. But okay, so let's move on to the West, which is not even close to being over yet. So what are your thoughts on the West so far?
My disappointment is in Lakers versus Portland because I picked Lakers to win it because I guess I was out for the game eyes and stuff like that. Team's injured. He makes a poor recovery. But even before that, like I expected it to be like 8 plays, 2-2 by now. So like I'm disappointed in that. But like in terms of that, like the West playoffs are really great. Um, especially with the Clippers um matchup. Um, the Denver Utah matchup took me by surprise because I didn't expect it to be. I picked Denver to win in seven. I just didn't expect the 7 game series to be like, this is like Allen Iverson, Vince Carter in a little way. When you have Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell. Um, so I mean, it's trust me, like the first round is it's like it's amazing.
Okay, well, I'm not surprised about the Nuggets Jazz series simply because one, the Nuggets are banged up. Two of their important pieces are not even playing. So I feel like that's just a big deal. One and two, like Donovan Mitchell is a problem, and like I've been somebody who's been high on Donovan Mitchell, so like it doesn't surprise me that he's going off. The thing is, he's not consistently going off. Like, he's not somebody where he's gonna drop 30 a game and have like 8 assists normally. Um, depending on the defensive schemes and things like that against them. So that's the biggest issue. Is I think if the Jazz had Bogdanovich, they could actually be a huge threat to the team in the West. Just simply because he just helps them space them out way even more and gives more open shots to people like Joe Ingles. So what do you think about the Houston Rockets versus the Thunder?
Um, I picked both series
Okay.
um in six. Um, it really it's no detriment. Just pick okay. a lot. I'm not surprised that he's falling out. I'm glad that OKC battled back for 0-2 to tie the series. And I mean, I love OKC like as a team.
He hates Chris Paul, but he loves OKC.
I don't hate Chris Paul. I never hated Chris Paul.
Watch previous episodes of the Outlet Pass. You'll get that joke.
No, I'm very phenomenal. I don't think OKC is gonna win it, but like I can see them being Houston.
Okay, so what is your predictions for the rest of the series so far? Who do you think is going to make it out, and what do you think the second round is going to look like?
So my second round is Denver versus Clippers. And this is okay. So in my bracket, I picked Denver versus Clippers and Lakers versus Thunder. As of right now, though, I can honestly see the Clippers in the first round. I can see the Mavs beating them. Luka's just that guy. And I have no idea when Kristaps coming back out or anything. But if he does come back in time to play, then Clippers are in trouble because they're just not for some reason, and I feel like they're playing down to the competition, or they're just playing their hearts out.
Well, you also got to remember, like Trey Burke and Seth Curry are killing it right now too. So they're definitely providing some help for Luka. Actually, I think it was game 4 or game 3. They both balled out. I think Trey had like 19 and Seth had like 18. I'm pretty sure that was Seth's birthday too. He balled out like that.
Yeah.
So,
and you obviously have to have good coaching to win these playoffs. Rick Carlisle's a great coach. He just always didn't have the talent to get this far. But now you have Luka Doncic, you have Tim Hardaway Jr., who's a great shooter. You have Seth Curry. Well, he's a Curry, so what else do you expect? Porzingis is good on defense, and he can provide offense as well. I mean, it's like I expected the Clippers. What did I predict the Clippers to win? Oh, great man. Whatever. I think I predicted the Clippers in like 5 or something or 6. I just didn't expect Luka to be off like this.
So, the other thing too is the Mavs don't have Jalen Brunson, which I feel like Jalen Brunson, his defensive ability, his ball handling, because he can get Luka off the ball, and that would be a huge help for him. Plus, he can shoot pretty well too. So I think that the Mavs are going to be a problem for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will.
Okay. So you think it's? Oh, you picked Clippers win 7. Yeah, I knew that series was going to go far because I just knew Dallas is no scrub. The problem is they just are terrible in the fourth quarter for some reason. Like they never close out games. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean the Raptors by having them blow a 30-point lead.
Yeah, I mean like the Raptors, they were supposed to lose that game. Like that game was not supposed to be a win for the Raptors at all. Okay, so what are your predictions for the East going into the second round? Because it's looking like Milwaukee versus Miami and Toronto versus Boston. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I mean, I don't think we should crown Milwaukee. But yeah, Milwaukee. That's a brainer. I think I can see Miami winning that series.
Okay.
I can honestly see it. Like Milwaukee's just like it's like as a Toronto fan, like the only team I'm actually scared of, which is our only team I'm scared of, Milwaukee. It's like you don't even have to shut it. All you have to do is really shut down Chris Middleton and the surrounding pieces like Brook Lopez and Eric Bledsoe. And all you have to force Giannis to shoot. So it's like with Miami, they're a very great.
Mm-hmm.
and they're very well coached. And I don't trust Mike Budenholzer in the playoffs. Like last year, he got played by Drake. Like Drake got in his head. He could have, and for some reason, he just wasn't making it. There was no reason as to why they lost this. Like we should not, like Toronto should not have won Game 3. Double over, even though like yes, Giannis got fouled, but it's like you're a coach of your caliber should be able to win that game, and he just doesn't make as many adjustments. Like Dwayne Casey doesn't make adjustments. He's not Dwayne Casey level. He just doesn't make adjustments when you need adjustments. So I can see Miami winning the series in I'll say 6 or 7.
So you think your pick is Miami definitely going to win that series?
I wouldn't say definitely because I don't think it's that. I don't think their chance to win is that big. I'll give it 60% Miami, 40% Milwaukee.
Wow, that's pretty definitive.
It's close. Like it's very close. I can see Miami winning that series.
See, the interesting thing is, I think Miami and Toronto, both teams can win if the bench for Miami is going to be huge. If Dragic can come off the bench along with Tyler Hero, and they can be making shots during big points in the game, especially when Giannis comes off the court, my gosh, Milwaukee will be in trouble. But that's the only way I see Miami winning, because I think they're going to key on Butler, right? And they're going to force Duncan Robinson. They're going to force Jay Crowder. They're going to force these guys, Iguodala, to make shots. And I think that's going to be the ultimate X factor. I think same thing with the Raptors. Boston's going to key in on the key guys on the Raptors. I think Norman Powell has to have a huge series if we're going to win this. I think Ibaka, and I think you have to have guys off the bench contributing and making shots, because that's just the truth. Like, the only X factor the Raptors have over Boston is their bench. So I think you need the production of Marc Gasol. You need Ibaka to be going off, so it's forcing Boston to be running all over the court, and they're being discombobulated. Because the thing is if Boston can key in on Pascal, they can key in on Fred, and they shut those guys down, then they're going to say Norman Powell beat us, Ibaka beat us, right? And that's it.
Yeah. Miami's is one of those sneaky teams, and a lot of people probably they're really good. That's all I got.
Okay, so your predictions are Eastern Conference Finals. Who?
As of right now, Toronto versus Miami.
Okay, Toronto versus Miami. I'm going to say this is. You know what?
We didn't even talk about Toronto versus Boston. We didn't talk about that.
I'm going to say this. We're gonna do an episode on that. I'm going to say this. I think Boston, with Lowry not being fully healthy, I think Boston might win. And then
but they don't have Gordon Hayward either.
And then Milwaukee
not coming back.
And
There's
then
a chance Lowry.
And I think Milwaukee. I don't know, man. With Milwaukee, they're so hit and miss. So I'm gonna say Boston, Milwaukee, because I'm gonna say let's have two different picks. I'm gonna go against the grain and say Boston and Milwaukee in the finals, in the East Conference Finals. Okay, and then Lamar's gonna say Miami, Toronto. I hope Toronto. In all honesty, I hope Toronto, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Boston and Toronto.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's the next episode. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe to our channel, and make sure you go follow Lamar and I on IG, because we are awesome, right? So make sure you go do that. Okay, subscribe, comment down below. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.